I am grateful to Loyola for what I am. What I am today is thanks to Loyola. I mean, everything. I mean, all the qualities that I have imbibed, the confidence. I mean, you don't realize it when you're in school, but once you leave school, and as you grow in age, you realize that if you don't have a solid foundation, you don't make it anywhere. Advait is from the latest batch of Loyola, and I'm from the oldest batch. One plus the oldest batch. The oldest batch was 1968, and like I said, I'm from the 1969 batch. So let's see. I mean, we have different mindsets. We belong to, I mean, there are 5 decades separating us. So let's see. I mean, we have a series of questions which both of us will shoot to each other. And let's see where the difference lies and what the expectations are. Okay, to start with, Advait, my first question to you: what does Loyola mean to you?
In order to suffice in one sentence, Loyola definitely does mean everything to me, and I know that you understood what that meant. What
Yeah,
does Loyola mean to you now?
yeah. Loyola to me, like you said, is everything to me. Whenever people ask me what Loyola means to me, I keep telling them that I eat Loyola, breathe Loyola, and sleep Loyola.
Sarah, so what is your first memory in Loyola?
My first memory is an old building, you know, adjacent to the road, where
Okay.
it was a ramshackle building, almost dilapidated. There was a thatched hut sort of thing where classes were going on. If I remember right, not more than uh, 25 or 30 children, or maybe 40 children. And the principal, old father Vacha Parambil, sitting in his chair in the office with a very pleasant face and awaiting us for the interview. That was my first memory of Loyola. Okay, let me ask you. I'm going to shoot a few rapid fire questions at you. If you were to go back to school, who would you want as your class teacher?
I love all my teachers, but the thing is that I've heard a lot about this teacher called Deepa Pillai ma'am, and I really want to know what she's like. I've read about it in articles in school magazines, and I really don't know what she's like, but she seems very cool, so I would want to know what she's like.
Who is your favorite all-time non-teaching staff?
My favorite all-time non-teaching is probably Sudhi Shankar.
Okay, okay. Were you a front bencher or a back bencher?
We had rotation in school, so there really wasn't much of a choice. But I don't care where I sit with my friends, even if it is outside the class or on top of the teacher's table. As long as I'm with my friends, I'm cool. Uh, so, Sarah, quick questions. Sport of choice. Sport of choice. Football, basketball, or cricket?
My God, don't ask me whether it's football, basketball, or cricket. When we joined school, don't forget that we didn't even have a sports ground. So if you ask me what was
Oh,
our favorite game then, seven tiles. Have you heard of seven tiles?
yeah, I have. I have. I played it too. Which was your favorite house? I mean, this my. I would love to hear your answer for this question. So, was it AP, GT, JC, or SS?
We had four houses: lion, leopard, panther, and tiger.
Yes.
My favorite was leopard because I was from the leopard house. I
Oh,
think
okay.
these came in much later.
It came in much later on. I wrote for AP.
Okay, tell me two things every Loyalite has in common.
Well, the first thing is the ease with which people from different batches can simply connect to each other, stuff like that. Just with the mention of the word Loyola, they can simply connect like that. And the second thing is that, I mean, Loyalites are notorious for this. Within the first 5 minutes of talking to them, even if you're a stranger and you're talking to a Loyalite, within the first 5 minutes, you'll get to know everything about Loyola within the first 5 minutes because he will spill the beans about Loyola.
For me, two things that are common with every Loyalite. The first one is the intense bonding that we have, and like you said, irrespective of age. I mean, don't forget that there is possibly 60 years that separates you and me, or maybe 55 years. Okay,
Yeah.
but we still bond.
Yeah.
And the other common link is the determination. All of us are determined. The intense determination that we have. I don't think any other schoolboy would have that.
What was your fastest favorite school hangout spot?
When we joined school, at that time the school had a hostel, and as the hostel started running out of space, uh, there was an old Mr. K.S. Jacob, who was our chemistry teacher. Mr. Jacob, on a request from the then principal of the school, started a hostel. And the moment the bell rang in the afternoon, we'd gobble up our lunch and then run to one of those rooms. That is where all the nefarious activities took place.
Okay.
How about you?
So for me, right, we have a school canteen, right? Our school canteen. I do not know if that was there during your time, but we have a school canteen in front of in front of our PT ground. As in, when you come from the school gate down, when you go down and there is the main building. So opposite to that, or close to opposite of that, there is a school canteen. So that is where every single person. I mean, since I can remember, every single lunch break, you'll find at least 10 to 20 11th or 12th hanging around in that canteen. So my batch definitely did not break that tradition.
We didn't have the luxury of a school canteen. I mean, we had like I said, a ramshackle bakery.
Oh yeah.
Where we used to get hot buns and homemade soft drink. That was all. So we didn't have the luxury, a place where we could hang around like a canteen.
So Chara, I heard that you had a completely different school uniform during your time. I mean, what was it like?
When we joined school, if I recollect correct, we used to wear black shorts, white shirt, and a tie with a straight edge. Not the tapering sort of edge. It had a straight cut at the bottom.
Okay.
That tie was a blue colored tie with white stripes, or was it the other way? No, it was a blue colored tie with white stripes. Okay, and believe you me, many of the students didn't know how to wear a tie.
It's much simpler these days. It's just black trousers, black shoes, a plain white t-shirt with a crest in the corner, and then an ID card. And we also have a leather belt with the Loyola emblem on it. So that's about it for us now. If there is one thing that you would want to change about Loyola, what would it be?
I wouldn't want anything to be changed in Loyola.
Same.
I'm so proud of Loyola the way it is today. Okay, I mean, I was there from when it started. I still keep my connections with the school intact. Okay, and I'm proud of what Loyola is. I just don't want it to change. I hope it continues the way it is.
So Chara, when you said your school was very strict back in the days, so have you ever copied in an exam?
I would be most dishonest if I say I haven't. And I mean, I'm certain that everybody at some stage has copied. I mean, I have copied.
Me too.
I hang my head down in shame now, but they're all part of the game then, How about punishments during your time?
Once I was made to stand out of the class. I was in 4th, I believe. So I was made to stand out because I did not submit my Hindi retest. I was absent, so I had to submit it. And then Madhu uncle came walking by, took me to the principal's room, and I was shivering. I was just in 4th standard. This is the first time I've been to the principal's room. I was shivering and I started crying. And then he called up father principal called up my parents. These things really scared me. So apart from that, we don't have a lot of punishments in our school. They just make us stand out, and at the most, we get into the principal's office these days.
Lucky you, friend. I mean, you asked about punishments. My God, unbelievable. The cane used to be perpetually landing on our backside. Okay, I think that's been a great conversation.
Definitely.
Like I said, 55 years gap. Okay, 5 decades. So many generations apart. But things haven't changed. We are still proud of the school. We are so happy that we are from Loyola. We are hoping that the school grows. Okay, and the sort of bonding that we have, I don't think any other schools would ever have that.
And the same for me as well. I mean, this has been wonderful talking to you. It has been wonderful talking to you. A lot of memories, and I'm pretty sure people who are watching this will be laughing and gleaming with joy, listening to all those things which have changed and some things which still remain an integral part of Loyola.
I would actually want to appeal to everybody in Loyola, the past generation and the present generation, that please do take active part in this pulse survey. It will do us an ocean of good to know what you feel about the activities of LOBA. And I think that's the only way for us to go ahead in the years to come.